Welcome to the channel Brad Takes Flight, where you can follow along with me as I chase my sky dreams. Whether you're a current pilot or somebody interested in becoming a pilot, my videos will help you understand what it's like to get all of your ratings from 0 all the way to MEI. Welcome back, all of my subscribers and returning viewers. This week, we are going to be looking at getting a recheck done for my commercial last week. Unfortunately, I did not pass that check ride. I have one maneuver that I need to do, which is my power off 180 landing. It is scheduled for today here at Blue Line Aviation at 5 p.m. I will then transition over into my CFI classes. Really excited to get started on that. As a past educator, I feel like going through my CFI classes is probably going to be one of the easier pieces for me. I'm only really going to need to learn the FAA rules and regulations around instruction as well as endorsements, but the process of educating people and that stuff should be pretty natural to me, as I have about a decade of experience doing those things. So I am going to sit on a CFI class today before I go in. I'll let you guys know how that goes, as well as my recheck as we get things started here at Blue Line. Good Tuesday morning, aviators. I apologize for yesterday as I had some audio equipment, so there was no wrap up for it. However, today I can do a little bit of both, as it'll really mirror each other. Unfortunately, I was unable to get my recheck in because of another convective that's like 2 days in a row with a convective SIGMET that's kind of knocked me out of the skies kind of last minute. So hopefully today I've got a recheck at 5:30. Situation looks kind of similar, so I'm not overly hopeful that we'll be able to get it off. I am doing my CFI class again today. It's running from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Yesterday's was basically going through what it is to kind of be a instructor, things that students are going to expect from you, things you should be looking out from your student. And today is going to be more task and things that you are going to be required to teach, and going through, I think, some more like teaching models, but I'll definitely let you know once I get everything wrapped up today. Hopefully get that recheck and see you guys here once I'm a commercial pilot. It is Wednesday morning here at Blue Line, and unfortunately yesterday I failed my check ride again. On this one, just extended way too long. And really didn't give myself an opportunity to really get back to my landing point on my power off 180. And I was just really distraught yesterday after wrapping it all up. So instead of being able to do this yesterday, kind of giving you that bit of information this morning. Been going through the CFI class still. There's a lot of work that goes into the CFI. So I am back here this morning. At some point, I'll be able to get a retrain in. I don't really have that on the schedule. I'll talk with some instructors to see when or who I can go up and retrain with, and try and get this thing done. With now 2 failed check rides, it's definitely difficult to deal with mentally, especially since whenever I go up and I'm doing with other people, seem to be able to do them just fine. So trying to get out of my own way. I think, people talk about check ride brain and just what goes on, but it is it's very difficult right now at this point to set all that stuff to the side. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna, like I said, try and figure out, get my retrain aligned, start working on lesson plans and things like that for CFI, because they just take such a long time to kind of do and get through. So hopefully I'll be able to do some of that today as well. And I will give you guys an update as soon as I get some more news. No flight today. Weather just kind of turned on us here at the end. Really just sitting down working on all my CFI stuff, and it's taken forever to get all these lesson plans done, even though half of it is just like copying and pasting and formatting and doing some of that type of stuff. It's just taking a really long time. The amount of lessons that you kind of have to create and the time span that we're given is really short here. So been working on that. However, did talk to the commercial lead today and just decided that either today, which didn't happen, or tomorrow morning, we'll kind of see, try to get my retrain done then. And if I can get it done, great. If not, then I'm just going to go home. I think tomorrow, take an extended weekend and just get rid of some stress. There's so many other things that are going on right now. Trying to get my brother's house up for sale and just other pieces in my life that I need to kind of get aligned. So take a little bit of time away. I've been pushing at a really fast pace. And so I think just to take some time, kind of get reset, because that's really the only explanation that I think any of us can really come up with is just, the pressure in that situation, the amount of just kind of stress that I've put myself under is affecting me in that moment. Because every time that I go up with anybody else, I don't seem to have any issues with pulling off the maneuver. So going to take some time, go and do that. It'll be really great, especially since I haven't seen my wife and kids in almost 2 weeks now, because they were out of town and I was here trying to get all this stuff done. So hopefully that'll be helpful. I'm hoping that tomorrow I'll be able to actually get up in the morning and get that done. So that way, all I got to worry about is showing up next week and doing a little warm up and nailing this 180. See you guys in the morning. Thursday morning here at Blue Line. It is 7:20 right now. My flight is at 7:45. The ceilings are kind of borderline. Last time that I checked, they were at 2,400. I need them to be at least at 1,700 to be able to get my retrain in. I'm gonna run on in, get my tolled card done, hopefully be able to get this retrain flight in, and then I will be able to give you guys a daily wrap up as well as what's happened this week. Just wrapped up my flight. We were able to get it in. The clouds held off just enough for me to get some laps in. I did a total of 6 of them, landed all of them perfectly. So now it's just a matter of getting up there and doing it with a DPE again. I'm gonna take the rest of the weekend off. It's been a while since I've taken this many days off, and it's probably the longest I've ever gone without seeing my wife and kids. So I think all of these stressors are just kind of playing a factor into it. So I think going home, seeing the wife and kids, being able to hang out, de-stress, and just come back and, hit it one time. That's all it takes. I think it'll be a recipe for success. This week really didn't get a whole lot extra flight time in. I am over 145 hours now of my total time and well over 90 hours of PIC time. None of my other times have really changed from the previous weeks. So that's kind of where I'm at as far as the weekly wrap up. And of course I did fail my Checkride for a second time this week, and I've gotten my retrain done for a second time this week as well. So for next week, I'm ready to come in, attack, do everything that I need to do to continue to get myself prepared for CFI, as well as pass this power off 180 for a DPE early next week. Looks like Tuesday for now. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video if you're finding some value in this, and leave me a comment. Maybe a little bit of motivation going forward, or any stories that you have of how you've overcome failure in your aviation career. And you can click on this video right here to get the latest content. You can also click right here to get the whole entire playlist of everything that I've done here at Blue Line. And you can always click right here to subscribe. Appreciate you guys. And as always, keep the grass off your wingtips.